Hi everyone, welcome back to Array series. Hope you are doing good. This is Mahesh. In this video, we will try to find the largest or the smallest number in an array. So, if you see a real-time example, maybe there are scores available, and you want to find the highest scored number in the available scores. So that might be one of the real-time example, or there are different temperatures that are logged for a particular day and you want to find the highest temperature that is recorded on that particular day or the lowest temperature recorded on that particular day. So in such cases, so what we will do? So before that, as usual, so these are our few steps that we follow in each video in this particular series, and we will keep them aside and let us try to start with these points. So first one is, we will first try to understand the problem, then we will try to understand the constraint, and then further we will follow the steps as usual. So we understood that we will have to find the largest or the smallest number in the given array. Correct, right? Now, if that is the case, what are the constraints? What are the constraints? So basically, our array contains at least one element or one or more elements. That is one constraint. And also our array may contain elements that are maybe positive or maybe negative. So that is one more constraint. So with that, let us try to proceed further to find the largest or the smallest number in the array. So maybe you can pause for a second and you can think for the solution. Okay. So now, what is the idea or the intuition behind this? Why the interviewer wants to find something logic behind this problem? So maybe what we can do, so here the numbers that are given are not in the sorted order. So if we had sorted numbers, then we would have simply considered the last number as a largest number or the first number as the smallest number. But that is not the case here, because they can be in any order. So what we can do, we can sort the numbers and then we can return the last number or the first number. So based on the sorting algorithm, it can be of order n square or n log n. Okay. So if that is the case, can we somehow improve, or can we find the largest or the smallest number in order n time complexity? So that's what interviewer wants to find by giving this problem to you. Okay. So with that, let us try to proceed with the brute force solution. Okay. Now we have this particular array. Now what I will do, I will sort it. So my sorted array will be something like this. 3 is my smallest number, then 5, 7, 8, 15, 21 and 25. Now if I sort, if you want largest number, this will be your largest number. If you want smallest number, this will be your smallest number. For this example, we will consider for the largest number, we can simply modify a little bit to get it for the smallest number. So now let us try to write a pseudocode for this particular problem. So now we have a largest method name, and then it accepts a as input parameter. Then with that, what we will do, we will check if the length of array is greater than 0. So if it is equal to 0, first we will check that, then we will simply return maybe null, because we don't have anything in the array. If that is not the case, then what we can do, we can go ahead and we can sort our array A. So after sorting, we get the sorted numbers, then we can return a dot length minus 1 because it's a 0 based indexing. That's why we will have to say a dot length minus 1 because it contains index from 0 to n minus 1. So if this is for largest number, this is for largest number. If we want the smallest number, then instead of a dot length minus 1, we can simply return a of 0, a of 0. So this is the pseudocode for this particular solution. Now, what is the time complexity for this? So what is the time complexity? So since we are sorting the array, even though this operation may be of order 1, since we are sorting the array, sorting can take n square or n log n. So assume it takes n log n time complexity. So it means it is going to be n log n plus order of 1. This is order of n log n plus order of 1. So somewhere it is equal to order of n log n time complexity. What about the space complexity? So we are not using anything extra here. So that's why it is maybe of order 1. Okay. Now if you see, this is our time complexity. Okay. So is there any way we can improve this particular algorithm? Yeah, let's see that. Here what we are doing, first we are sorting the array and then we are taking the last number. But now let us take the same array . Okay. Now what I will do, I will initially say, I will take a variable called large and I will assign first number to it. Okay. Let's assume my largest number in the array is 21. Okay. So I am taking first number and I am assigning it to my variable large. Then what I will do, I will iterate from the first index. So these are the indexes. Okay. The 0th indexed value, I am assigning it to large and then I am starting from first index. I will check whether 15 is greater than this particular value. Is it so? No. So let it be. Then again I will move to next number. Is 7 greater than 21? No. I'll move to next number. Is 8 greater than 21? No. I'll move to next number. Is 3 greater than 21? No, that is not the case. I'll move to next number. Is 5? No. Is 25 greater than 21? Yes. Once this number is greater than this particular number, what I will do, I will simply update this with the new largest number. Okay. Now after this, if I increment, my array gets exhausted. So now at the end, I will get my largest number and I can simply return this number. Okay. So if you see the previous algorithm, it took n log n, but this one, it is of order n because max to max, we will iterate through entire array once. That's why it is of order n. Okay. Let's write this in pseudocode. So again, largest, it will take array A as input, then it will do the checking and it will return null, same as above. Then after that, what I will do, I will start from before this. What I will do, I will take a variable large and I'll assign my first value in the array to number variable large. Okay. Now I will use I for loop from I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Then what I will do, I will check if a of I, if it is greater than the large, then what I will do, I will simply update large equal to a of I. So once this for loop completes, I will simply return my large. Okay, so this is how we find the largest number in the array. Okay, so this is of order n, and also it is not using any extra space. That's why space complexity is of order 1. Space complexity is of order 1. Okay, let's see this code in action. So I have created a largest number.java file, and also I have created a static void main method here. Now let me create a public static method which returns integer number. Let's name it as largest, and then it accepts array of int numbers, and then let's check if a dot length is equivalent to 0. If that is the case, we will throw new illegal argument exception with input saying invalid array, or array cannot be empty. Okay, so this is a basic check that we do. Then what we will do, we will sort the array. For that we will use arrays dot sort method. So if you see here, it imports java.util.arrays package, because this sort method is provided in this particular package. Now we will pass a to it. Now what it does, it will give us the sorted array a. Now we will simply return a of a dot length minus 1. So this will give us the largest number, and if we return a of 0, it will give us smallest number. Okay, so now let's call this largest method. Let's create an integer array a, and let's assign values 21, 15, 7, 8, 3, 5 and 25. Then what we will do, let us take a variable ans which will hold our largest number, and let's call largest of a. So this will find the largest number and it will assign that in answer variable. Now let us print our largest number here. So now I will save this and let's run this. If we see, we get the largest number. Okay, so this is using the sort method, but this is of order n log n, so we will try to improvise it. So now what I will do, I will comment out these things. I will use the same base condition. Okay, now I will take a variable int large equal to a of 0. Then what I will do, I will use a for statement. So int I equal to 1, I less than a dot length I plus plus. Then I will check if a of I, if it is greater than large, then simply update large equal to a of I. So once this for loop ends, we will simply return our large number. Okay, so this way it will return us the largest number. Now let us save this and let us try to run. So we get again 25 as our answer. This is for largest number, and we will simply change this greater than to less than, and let's run our code. And if you see, we get the smallest number. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you liked the content. If that is the case, please consider subscribing to my channel and like the video, and also share it with your friends. Thanks for